Let's talk about this idea that everything's rigged. Yesterday, Mr. Trump once again arguing that the election will be rigged. It's a charge that he makes with no real evidence to suggest it, that many Republican secretaries of state and others are very upset that he is making. Now, back in April, when you were working against Donald Trump, when you were supporting Ted Cruz and advising his super PAC, you had some tough words for Mr. Trump when he was lashing out at the time against the system being rigged. Take a listen.
We hear from the Trump campaign, the rules changed, it's not fair, the system's rigged, the system's corrupt. You can whine and complain all you want that you didn't know the rules.
Is this a pattern with Mr. Trump? If he starts losing, he starts lashing out and calling the system corrupt and calling it rigged?
We love watching that clip together, but that was actually about what was happening on the weekends, where Donald Trump would win the vote. He would win all the, basically all the electoral votes in a state, and then on the weekends, the Cruz campaign would go back and follow the rules and get back some of those delegates. So no, it's not a pattern for him. I think if you had Hillary Clinton in this chair and you asked her every hypothetical situation possible, would she respect the results of the election? What if, just hypothetically speaking, since it happened in 2000, out of 6 million votes cast in Florida, there was a difference of 530 or so? Would Hillary Clinton accept the election result? Would Donald Trump be forced to? Or would they do what Al Gore did, which is concede the election to George W. Bush, call back and retract the concession, and then throw it into an unprecedented 5 or 6 weeks, Jake, until the United States Supreme Court decided who the victor was in Florida?
It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
It is.
No, because there was a state-mandated recount because the margin of error was so small. Donald Trump is out there saying that if he loses Pennsylvania, for example, a state that has not gone Democratic for president since 1988, he's saying the only way he's going to lose Pennsylvania is if it's stolen. I mean, he is right now telling people that if he loses, it's because there will be corruption, and there's no evidence of it. You can't compare that to a state-mandated recount. There's always state-mandated recounts. There's going to be one, at least one, on November 8th, after November 8th, because some elections come in close. He is saying the entire system is rigged, and that's not the same thing.
The system is rigged, and especially against the little guy. There's no question about that.
I'm talking about the election system.
All of his comments together.
The election system. He's talking about the integrity of American democracy.